Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, welcome. Sorry about my lateness. For those of you playing intuition bingo on why Janet is late this time, it's a little bit of everything. So, everybody got probably the right answer because it was a little bit of animal stuff, but nothing serious. A lot of extra prep work and what else? Oh, and slight technical issues, but not too bad. So let me know if you can see and hear me, please. And I'll just say my intro while I'm waiting for my confirmations. Um, my name is Janet Wright. I'm an energy healer, reader, and teacher. Trying to figure out my hair. This is going to be a group healing where I heal 90 people in 7 different countries. And it's going to be awesome. The theme, it's a lot more than just the theme, but the theme is cool also. The theme is compassion, forgiveness, non-judgment, letting go of resentments, grudges, and judgments. So that is all very cool. This is the second healing in the set of 2 healings. The healing masterclass. Healing masterclass just at this point indicates that the archangels are helping me extra. Archangel Ariel, Archangel Jophiel. But this is a set of 2 healings now. It used to be just 1. So it's kind of fun. Thanks for my confirmation that you can see and hear me. That's good. But I learned a lot from the surveys, so thank you so much. And again, you know, even if you say I feel no different, it is very interesting to me because I sort of compare like a certain part of your energy to somebody else who feels all these things, and I look at it and it's like, so so you don't have to be in some evolved state of mind. Just be real. Whatever you're experiencing, just put it in the survey. If you do feel significantly better the next day, feel free to, because some people will like make it on Saturday and then maybe later that day they feel much better, or the next day they feel much better. So if there is some big improvement, you could do another quick survey if you want, with that same link. Just, you know, put your name and then second survey with your name. Just, you know, Betty Boop / second survey, updated survey. So today we'll build on what we did on Sunday. Today's the Tuesday healing. So on Sunday we did really cool work with mostly with the astral 6th chakra, 3rd eye in the, you know, behind the forehead, and then the astral 4th chakra in the center of the chest. Astral body, you're not your physical body, you're an eternal spirit. And so, you know, like for example, when your body's sleeping, your spirit goes and comes back when you wake up. So you as a spirit go and come, and you have a form to this part of your energy that goes and comes, called an astral body. And so your astral body has 7 major chakras along the spine, just like the physical body. So there's 2 sets of chakras, 2 sets of 7 major chakras. So we worked a lot with the astral body, 6th and 4th chakras, also the physical body, 6th and 4th chakras, and then the filaments that connect them. There are connections that transfer more energy back and forth at the 7th and the 3rd. But more and more, I'm kind of getting tuned into these other more subtle connections. I mean, they're connections, they're just not as much like maybe there's, in the average person, maybe there's, I mean, it depends. Sometimes there's like 3 times as much energy in the 7th and the 3rd connections between physical and astral. Sometimes it's like twice as much in the 7th and 3rd than the other filaments. So the other connections going back and forth, I call those filaments. Filament, filament. So I'm realizing that those filaments are also very important because they transfer energy back and forth. So when we did all that good astral body healing of the 6th chakra and 4th chakra, the filaments became very important because then, like, that more refined energy that these 6th and 4th chakra, astral body chakras, were generating needs to get to the body and kind of lift it up and help it. And so it goes through the filaments. So we repair them and clean them off. But I noticed through the surveys, a lot of people have pretty leaky filaments. Leaky filaments. So we need to do more work on the filaments that just, you know, the connections between the astral and the physical chakras. There'll be a connection. The same color that you set the chakras at, that'll be that should be the color of the connection, unless there's all this junk on it, then it'll be the color of the junk, you know. But anyway, so we're going to work on extra repair work for leaky filaments today, because I think that will allow those improvements to the astral body to kind of lift the physical body chakras, and then you'll be able to feel more difference. Some people that felt no difference no difference from the Sunday healing had extremely leaky filaments and connections. So, and also extra heavy aura layers. Yeah. So that was another element too. So there's the leaky filament, leaky connection thing between physical body and astral body. We're going to work more on that today. We're still going to have fun though. We're going to continue the fun from Sunday about the chakra flaps. That I made this very simple drawing, which now I have to find. Sorry. Where is it? Here's my cool drawing. Maybe I put it in my other journal. I have 2 different journals. One for work, one for the rest of my life. Aha! Here's my drawing. Okay, so this would be an image of an irritated chakra. Not necessarily irritated as in angry, it could be feeling overwhelmed, whatever. But so this is the regular, you know, round opening of a chakra. A chakra shape is like a cylinder, open cylinder with 2 round openings, one at each end, right? So that would be the normal surface of the round opening. But then there are these flaps, chakra flaps, and they can be flush with the chakra if it's like a calm, you know, if your chakra's all calm and happy. But if you have cords going in, energy cords going in, just sort of channeling energy into there that's not yours, you know, say from another person or an invasive being or something, then that energy is irritating, and so it just kind of, you know, it's like a fish that puffs up or something. Your chakra flaps puff out. So what we did a lot of, particularly with the 6th and the 4th chakras of astral and physical bodies, we melted the cords and got rid of hard objects stuck in these flaps and just calmed the flaps down so they could naturally close. We didn't jam them shut. We just let them, you know, relax enough so they were nice and calm, and they would fall down and be flush with the chakra. So then just energy goes, you know, in one opening out the other opening like it's supposed to, you know, your energy. So anyway, we will do some more of that. We did too, because you can do that, you know, in a really slow, mindful way with each opening of each chakra of the astral body and the physical body. But then too, you can kind of, once you get, I think, your energy kind of nice and you're pretty present, you can kind of think about all your flaps of all your astral body chakras, the major ones, and just be like, and they all kind of, most of them will close up, and then you can just, you know, breathe and center a little extra, and then the rest of them close. And then you can do that with your physical body, 7 major chakras, just be like, and just like keep relaxing the openings, you know, until you feel like, you know, most of them are shut, the flaps are relaxed. So, you know, there's a quick way once you have your energy more flowing and good. So anyway, we'll do some more of that today, but the aura, we'll see how much we need to do with that, because it could be once we fix the leakiness in the connections and the filaments, then that will help the chakras, the astral body and the physical body chakras so much. It'll be such an energy savings without all that energy leaking in the filaments and the connections, that then that'll fix the auras. But if not, then we'll do more explicit work on the astral body aura, like clearing it, particularly 6th layer and 4th layer, and physical body 6th layer and 4th layer. So we'll see. I have to watch that, because some people that felt some more of their sadness, they may be better today. I don't know that, but like there were 2 people that felt kind of sad, and I think that was that they just had some heaviness in their 4th layer that didn't clear. So then they were much more present in their 4th chakra from the work we did, but then they're more aware of any blockages in the 4th layer at that point. So I think, and this other person too, who said, she was talking about, you know, feeling very conflicted, like better in some ways, but also conflicted. I think that's this case with her too. She just had a lot of heaviness in her 4th layer and her 6th layer that then she was much more aware of. But I think that heaviness didn't clear immediately because of the filament and connection leakiness. So we'll see how much overt work we need to do in the aura layers. But that said, just as a side note for those of you that are more motivated and like improvising, healing your astral body aura layers is pretty fun. It's like kind of cool. You can like swim them and be like, whoa, look at that. You know, that's a really weird object. Like, you know, intuit if it's from a past life or what it's from, and then just melt it away or have your angels help you. And so astral body aura work is very fun, but we'll see. I mean, in the interest of time, you know, if it's not necessary, if we can just do the filaments and then, whoosh, you know, the chakras flush out the auras adequately, well, then that's efficient, time efficient, which is good. So we'll see. But someone mentioned in their survey, which I thought was very interesting, I wanted to bring it up. They mentioned that they felt, or they got this intuition that their resentments were a protective shield for when they were being abused, and that it was a positive thing. And I mean, I would say not to burst anybody's bubble, you know, but I think that sometimes, you know, in times of extreme hardship, people develop coping mechanisms, right? So those coping mechanisms, like even denial, is a coping mechanism for a time of great crisis, you know, because sometimes there's just too much, right? And so your mind uses denial to, you know, pack away some stuff that's just too much to handle right now. You know, so there's a difference between, you know, a time of crisis coping mechanism and then like you in your most empowered state. So you in your most empowered state when you're not, you know, maybe in that crisis moment, you're not maybe currently in the most abuse that you've ever been in your life, and, you know, you just need all these coping mechanisms, then you can actually develop more strength and like heart strength and boundaries and energy seals and all this cool stuff. So then you don't need any like scabs, you know, around, you know, you can heal the wounds and then you don't need the scabs. So I don't know, I just wanted to bring that up. So I think we will do more resentment ball stuff because that was so quick and easy, and I think that helped a lot. So resentment ball is something we did on Sunday in the last healing, and we'll do it again today. So I gotta take notes of what we're doing. So I make sure we do it all. Let's see. So we're definitely doing resentment ball, which you alternate with flowers. And that's how it is a lot easier to do. Because if you clear and you nourish, so you clear, nourish, clear, nourish, clear, nourish. So you're nourishing with the healing flowers you're giving yourself, and then you clear the resentment ball garbage. So we're gonna do that more. Energy seal stuff. We did that in the triplet set, the February triplet set, 2021, that's the current year, energy seal, but plenty of people, maybe at least half the people that are getting today's healing also did the February triplet set. A lot of people have a subscription, they do all the healings, or they just manually purchase all the healings. So, for whatever reason, they also got the energy seal stuff. But a lot of people didn't get the energy seal stuff. So, I think that could really help, because when you're like how I mentioned about the, in times of extreme crisis, or when you're really, really overwhelmed, you may reach for some, not super healthy coping mechanisms, right? So what we're trying to do is get you into more of a strong, empowered place where you're not overwhelmed. So then you can go beyond the sort of, half measure coping mechanisms to something that's really, truly strengthening. So the energy seal stuff, I think, will help with that. It's like you just fix up the edge of your aura so much, of your astral body aura and your physical body aura, so that you like recreate this energy seal, and it's really nice, and it just helps with boundaries, makes your boundaries of the edge of your aura a lot stronger. If you did want to do, I think we are gonna have time for that today if I stop talking and we get going soon. I think we are gonna do some energy seal stuff, but if you were thinking of, like catching up with the February triplet healings and you haven't done it yet, I would say do the third. Like if you're in a time crunch, do the third healing of that set, because I think maybe you'll miss some stuff, but you get a lot of good stuff if you just do the third healing video. And that is linked below. I will link it below again, but I linked it below in the Sunday when I finally caught up and did all the healing summary. Anyway, I'm talking too much. We gotta get going. But anyway, so we're gonna do some energy seal stuff today. We're gonna repeat some resentment ball flower stuff because it's super theme related and you can never do too much of that. We're definitely dealing with leaky filaments. Leaky filaments and connections between astral and physical chakras. And we will see how much aura work we need to do, aura clearing we need to do in order for people to feel really good. Of course, we're gonna do grounding and aura repair because you have to do that. So it was funny. Somebody was like, "Well, I don't really have strong feelings one way or another," and they thought that was kind of like a non-result of the healing. But non-judgment is that way. Like sometimes my husband calls me Spock or something, or like. I think in Star Trek, the Vulcans or something, they have that very non-judgmental, sort of analytical way of seeing things. Well, maybe not overly analytical, but, it's very like, it's just sort of cut and dry, when you just view from non-judgment. So sometimes my husband pokes fun at that a little bit. But yeah, so I think that person they were actually feeling a result. It just wasn't, it was just so like sort of middle of the road and calm that they didn't, it's sort of, yeah, they wrote about it, but they didn't think that's a result. But yeah, that is a result of, of viewing from your sixth and non-judgment. It's like not like you're numbed out and you have no opinion, but you just see, and you know it is what it is. So you're not like feeling an extreme one way or another. You could also be non-judgmental and pump up your joy though, but anyway, I think some people were feeling, some people that felt no results, it's because they had leaky filaments, which we'll deal with. But a few people, they thought they had no results, but it was actually they were viewing from their six, and it was just unfamiliar for them. Okay, cool. I'm gonna quick look at my comments. Thank you so much. I love all these little comments. Hi, nice to see you again. Your timing is perfect. I can see you. Good morning. Thanks for the commentary about Vulcans. But if you could cut down the number of replies, I have somebody who's like said like 10 things already, so that can be a little bit distracting to others, I think. So you could kind of watch that, keep that to a minimum. Someone's asking a pretty deep question, which I don't know if I'll have time to get to. You could put it under, post it under this video or under Sunday's video, and I'll get to it when I have time. Okay, so I'm just going to get ready to start. Meaning I'll be quiet for like a minute and a half or so. And I'll start the healing when you see me move my hands. And then maybe, half a minute after that, I'll start talking and explaining what I'm doing. And if I haven't said it yet, this functions as a walkthrough. So if you're not one of the 90 people that prepaid before it sold out, you're welcome to watch live and heal yourself as you watch. People I'm healing, of course, could do either. They could just receive the healing and enjoy, or they could also heal themselves. You won't get in my way if you're healing yourself while I'm healing you. That's fine. But thanks for all my emojis and greetings. It's really, really cute. All right, so I will finally be quiet. All right, thanks everybody for waiting. So when you heal, just create a copy out in front of you of what you're healing. So your aura, just imagine a bubble, even if it's ripped up, it's a ripped up bubble. Just imagine your aura as it is out in front of you. And if you are a beginner, it'll feel like you're making it up. It'll feel like, I don't know what I'm doing. That's fine, do it anyway. You don't have to see, you just imagine that, you make it with your intention, your thought. So you have a copy of your aura out in front of you and a copy of your grounding. Your grounding may be really skinny and stuck and narrow, but just make a copy of you as you are now. So you're inside your aura, whether you're seated or standing, and then you have your grounding, your connection to the core of the earth. So let's widen out that connection so it's as wide as your whole aura. All the way around. Your aura, if it's as wide as you would possibly need it, it'd be probably about this wide when you stretch your arms out. So let's go ahead, make a grounding color, whichever color you want. For starters, just red or orange or yellow. And let's just think about combing through that grounding so that it expands. Or you can just remake it as a nice wide grounding, whatever works for you. But I'm noticing some stagnant energy right in that core part, like straight down from your torso. So the center part of the grounding seems a little rocky, a little blocked up. So I'm specifically blocking the bottom towards the core of the earth so then it all falls down, because the core of the earth sucks energy downward to it, so you just gotta keep it unblocked so that energy is easy to release downward. So if you feel like, oh, my energy's not really going downward properly down your grounding, then it's probably just blocked at the bottom. So you just imagine whatever blockage is at the bottom and just you can move it and then melt it, or if you're working on your own grounding, you can just blow up that blockage. Move it and blow it up, or just blow it up right in place, the blocked energy. And it's such a simple step, but it is important. Unblocking your grounding. All right, now yeah, let's test the 3 grounding colors. We just did unblocking, just regular unblocking there. And then we'll just do a quick test of all 3 colors. I have one client, and she says in her survey she can't yet tell which color of the grounding is best, but most of the time the color, after she tests all 3 colors, the color that she goes back to was the best one. So I think she's just not trusting her intuition, but it's like working, like subconsciously she's kind of getting it. So just wing it. So go ahead, test a nice big red grounding. And then go ahead and test a nice big orange grounding for yourself. And make a nice big yellow grounding for yourself. And again, make it wide and keep it wide all the way down to the core of the earth. Make it go as high as your 3rd chakra, which is where your sternum bone ends. That's where your 3rd chakra is. So nice big yellow grounding. And again, that core of the earth, like just watch for like blockages right at the bottom and just blow those up. If If you're working on your own grounding or melting with gold light is fine too. All right, cool. So then just intuitively or guess which of the three colors work better for you and go back to it, that color of grounding. All right. And then oh, let's do indie grounding. So indie grounding is the opposite of communal grounding. Communal grounding is usually something people do accidentally, subconsciously, but it's like your grounding branches off to other people's grounding. Sometimes they start it, sometimes you start it. Usually you're not going to do indie grounding with someone you don't like. But it doesn't help because grounding is sort of like where you release stuff that you need to release, like, you know, energy that's not beneficial for you. So you don't want to send part of that to these other people, you know? So it's better just to, they have their own grounding, you have your own grounding. And you can, you know, show affection for each other in a way that doesn't bring each other down. So just imagine the edge of your grounding as it goes downward, you know, so like a big waterfall, just imagine the edges of the waterfall. And melt away any energy connections. And you can even say, just in case, you know, some people kind of show up and they're like, hey, why aren't we grounded together anymore? Just be like, hey, go have your own grounding. I'll be a big strong tree. You can be a big strong tree. Go have your own grounding. It'll make you feel more confident. Go have a separate grounding. It'll help you have a good day. You'll feel stronger with your own separate grounding. All right, so that's indie grounding. Also, you can have hard objects stuck in your grounding, either, you know, half on the outside of it and half on the inside of it, or just in there. So in case there's some hard objects in the way, maybe some energy blocks that are still there that are in the way that you're ready to release, let's do sticky gold wax for the whole grounding. To get rid of hard objects and anything else that doesn't belong there. So that could be some random beings that are still there, or some energy blocks. So just imagine your grounding and just fill it with gold wax, universal gold healing energy wax, even around the outside of your grounding. So we get any hard objects that might be stuck there. And so all gold wax everywhere. And then you can just move all that, you know, have the gold wax adhere, stick to whatever you don't want in your grounding. So hard objects, random beings, people's energy that's not your energy, energy blocks, and just move all of it out with the gold wax and give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. So that's gold wax, sticky gold wax for your grounding. So let's do that again. Fill your grounding up with sticky gold wax, which is universal gold healing energy, but just you're using it as a wax to stick to what you don't want in your grounding. And also around the outer edge of your grounding, put sticky gold wax. And then go ahead and move the wax out with all that stuff in it still. The beings, the hard objects, the energy blocks. Move it all out. Let's go. Angels, here you go. All right, and then you can just see how that feels afterwards. All right, wonderful. Good job. Woohoo. So that was basically unblocking grounding, but we did it. We did indie grounding. We tested 3 grounding colors. We did indie grounding, and we did sticky gold wax for grounding. So now we're going to start prep for aura repair. And so prep for aura repair is you just want to get stuff out of the way so the edge of your aura is nice and doesn't have junk, and then it's easier to repair the rips. So junk meaning maybe some invasive beings or just random people's energy. So it's like you clean the surfaces, and then the gold light, when you do the repair, will repair the rips effectively. So let's do vacuum boxes. We'll do them in a whole bunch of places just because it's just as quick almost as to do them only in one place. So we'll do edge of aura, but a whole bunch of other places. Yeah, okay, the angels say I'm doing it backwards. They like, we will do vacuum boxes, but first we're going to do the crowd exercise. Because crowd exercise also gets rid of invasive beings and people, but I guess that is going to get rid of more, so we'll do that first. And then we'll do vacuum boxes to get rid of the stranglers. So crowd exercise is easy. All the good stuff is easy. You just imagine, and so if you can't see, you just think it, right? But you imagine like a crowd of the invasive beings that are trying to affect your energy, but they're outside of your aura. So they might be courting or throwing energy or sending a lot of constant telepathy or something. So you just imagine them at a comfortable distance away from you, just all in one bunch. And then the invasive beings that are trying to mess with you, but maybe they're like a little bit more in your energy field already. So make a separate pile of those invasive beings, like a visual representation. So you have one crowd messing with you from afar, one crowd messing with you from up close, and these are invasive beings. And then that's just for your information, so you're aware of how much heat you've been handling, kind of. And then just say, angels, can you please recycle all this? And then you just relax while the angels do the work. And let's do that again 2 more times just to be thorough. So a crowd of invasive beings that are messing with you from afar, crowd of invasive beings that are messing with you from up close, and say, angels, can you please recycle all these? It's not that the first time didn't work, it's just that it's a big shift. So a lot of times your angels will do it in batches. Okay, one more time. So a crowd of invasive beings that are messing with you from afar, a crowd of invasive beings that are messing with you from up close. Say, angels, can you please recycle them? Okay, so the other half of crowd exercise is clearing invasive people. Like, you know, you don't have them recycled because they're people. But there can be people that maybe just today, you know, they're too triggered, and so they're being invasive with you and some other people in their lives. And that's not good. So just imagine how many people are messing with you, you know, being invasive currently from afar. So maybe, you know, courting you, throwing energy at you, screaming at you telepathically. So a crowd at a comfortable distance away from you. Just imagine the people that are being invasive from afar, and then the people that are being invasive from up close, maybe they are, you know, sitting in your aura somewhere, having a cup of tea, like it's their living room. And so these people just say, hi, go talk to your angels, go find your body, go check your grounding, go take a deep breath, it'll help you have a good day. Come on, go talk to your angels. What do your angels say about what you should do today? Go take a deep breath. It's okay, I just need some breathing room. All right, so I notice I said different things because sometimes, like some of the stragglers that didn't leave, they were thinking that they're helping the people that they're crowding. um, when they're really not, they're just hogging up their space and blocking them up, but they mean well, you know? So then you just, a phrase like, I need some breathing room, you know, can help people to understand that they're helping you if they go and recenter and don't, you know, hang out in your head. um, so, okay, so that's, let's double check any other people that are bugging you, invasive people from afar, from up close. And again, just go talk to your angels. Go take a deep breath. Go have a good day. Everything's all right. Just, you know, see what your angels say. There you go. All right. I think part of that too is because, you know, the healings that we're doing are causing big shifts. And so people that monitor you, like say your mother or your sibling or somebody, they might be concerned why you're shifting so much. They don't understand that's a positive shift and you do healings and blah, blah, blah. So you just have to tell them, I'm okay, really. I'm having a good day. It's all right. Everything's safe. You know, go have a good day. And then they'll leave you alone. All right. So that was crowd exercise. I want to stick something new-ish in between. It's all right, we'll do it. We'll do it soon. We'll do it after aura repair, but there's something new on the way. Something new. We're almost there. Oh, let's do vacuum boxes first, and then aura repair, and then we could do that. All right. So vacuum boxes, they're cool and easy. So you just make these little 3D boxes. You don't have to see energy to do that. You just think it. But they're like rainbow colored or gold or, you know, some mix of that. And when you turn them all on at once with your remote control, once you put them in the right places, then they suck up beings, invasive beings, any that are around, or people's energy that's around. And then once they're full, your angels clean it all up for you, clean up the boxes. So, so let's do that, especially around the edge of the aura, because that's part of why we're doing it in this order, is to prepare you for a good, successful aura repair. So make a whole bunch of vacuum boxes around the outside of your aura. So your aura goes behind you, above you, in front of you, below you. So vacuum boxes everywhere, all around the edge of your aura. And if you think you can't do this, say, angels, help me do this. And then do them all around your body. So first we'll do the front surface, just because I think if you do it a little gradually, you might be more thorough, maybe. So just make a bunch of vacuum boxes all around the front of your body. Front of your legs, front of your hips, front of your chest, front of your tummy, your arms, your neck, your head, right? And then the sides, side of your head, side of your waist, side of your legs, make vacuum boxes. And then the back. So the back surface everywhere, back of head, neck, arms, shoulders, back of torso, back of legs, and then above your body, and then below your body, vacuum boxes, and then above the top of your aura even. So like here's the top of your aura, so put them up here. And then also on your spiritual path. So your spiritual path is a road that's just for you, and it helps you to kind of see, am I making progress or not? Am I traveling? Am I moving forward on my road or no? Right? But you can have unnecessary dramas and obstacles on your path, which, we don't want that, right? So you can put vacuum boxes on your path to help unblock your spiritual path so that you don't have silly dramas that aren't necessary. So just make a whole bunch, imagine you on your path and make a whole bunch of vacuum boxes around you and ahead of you on your path. Okay, and then go ahead and turn on your remote control so all the vacuum boxes start to work. And again, if you think you can't do it, just say, angels, help me do this. Help me do what she's saying. And you just have to relax when the vacuum boxes work. That's it. So just keep breathing. All right, so then go ahead and just say, angels, can you please recycle all my vacuum boxes? Okay, and so now finally, let's do aura repair of your regular auras. So imagine your aura out in front of you and just use gold light. I didn't explain yet, I apologize for newbies that are confused. So we're using gold light that is generated by your hands, the chakras in your hands. You have a big chakras in the palm of each hand, one in each palm of your hand, and that is a hand chakra. And it can be really small or it can expand. So just imagine expanding the round opening so that it generates more energy. And same thing with your fingertip chakras. You can just expand the round openings so they generate more energy. And with your intention, you set the chakras to vibrate at a metallic gold color. And that way the energy they generate will be that metallic gold color, which vibrationally, it's a fast moving vibration, but not too fast. So it helps you clear energy. Yeah, because white is too fast moving and it like can space you out a lot. So I wouldn't recommend using white to heal at all. So this is metallic gold. This is just some glitter in case, sometimes seeing it like helps you imagine. So if you don't have something metallic gold to stare at around you, here you go. Here's gold glitter. Okay, cool. So gold light, and just use that to repair your aura. If you already know that your aura is repaired, just work on unblocking your aura layers, work on sensing how wide each layer is. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do. But let's get the repair done of astral and physical body auras, because that's really, really, really important. So you just keep using gold light, and with your intention, you send it to the ripped parts. And when they heal up, then when you have no more rips, then the energy is not leaking out of the outside of your aura, which is really good. So then generally your aura will get bigger and bigger and bigger because it's not leaking. If you repair your ribs and your aura doesn't get much bigger, something might be wrong with your chakras. They might not be generating enough. Maybe they're damaged. But I don't think anyone has chakra damage that I'm healing right now, just because they got a lot of prep on the astral from the angels. That is interesting. Yeah, I think in the interest of time, we're going to skip over chakra repair. You can just say, angels, can you please repair my chakras? And just imagine allowing your angels to repair your chakras. Okay. So go ahead and comb through your grounding again. Make sure the energy goes down properly. Even in the back, I'm noticing some blockages in the back. So the energy is like sort of hitting the blockages and then coming back up. So unblock the back of your aura, especially grounding, especially also the middle of your grounding, especially. All right, good. Sometimes I notice that people have, like this one person in their survey, they were particularly conflicted. Like they were like, oh, I've been holding myself back in the past and this is terrible. I feel so ashamed. You know, like it was kind of like they were very glass half empty about, you know, like you can sense a change and be like, wow, this is awesome. My chakras work better. Right. But she seemed to turn that upside down and be like, well, wow, my chakras work better. So what the heck have I been doing my whole life? What a waste. So I think part of that is she just had some beings that were like invasive beings, you know, little spirits that were messing with her self-perception and trying to get her to view everything in a negative light. So we don't want that. So obviously we've done clearing on, you know, invasive beings. We've done vacuum boxes. We've done seeking old wax in the grounding. We've done crown exercise. So what the heck? How are there still beings? You know? But there can be some beings that you have an agreement with. So they're not just random beings that walked in when your aura was damaged, right? These beings, maybe they kind of tricked you when you were a kid and were like, I'll save you, you know, or in a past life, you know, maybe you got involved in some maybe like negative energy work or something. And so you just work with whatever helper spirits that you found, you know, and they're not angels, so they're not respectful. But you didn't figure that out back then. So anyway, there could be beings that you have agreements with that are not angels that are bringing you down. They're just because, you know, they want to keep their job. They want to still be in your energy. So we can clear agreements. You know, obviously they're subconscious agreements for the most part. Although I had one client who kept having this teddy bear on his shoulder, like this it was just one of these beings, you know, it wasn't an angel, wasn't a spirit guide, but he would see it as a teddy bear and he was very attached to this teddy bear, even though the teddy bear was really hiding in the back of his aura a lot and stealing his energy and validating his insecurities. But, you know, whatever, like the beings can kind of, you know, appear cute or wise or whatever, you know, to trick you. So anyway, let's get rid of them. So it's basically a being clearing beings that you have agreements with. Beings with agreements. But it's not like an agreement that's in your best interests. So it's from a time in some past life or this life when, you know, you weren't as savvy. about things. Like, and it's totally theme related too, because a lot of beings will take advantage of, like, say you want to make your neighbor suffer, because he's inconsiderate and he plays this music late every night and blah blah blah, and someone should teach him a lesson or something. So subconsciously, some negative spirits can kind of see that resentment that you have, that desire for vengeance, and make an agreement with you subconsciously, like, well, I'll punish him, I'll be your avenger. And but then you make this agreement, and that being's stealing your energy for like 5 lifetimes or whatever. Like, you're making agreements with beings that are not angels, and they're not in your highest best interests. So anyway, so that's what we're going to work on, and I think that will help people get out of a lot of this judgment and resentment games that they're in. So that should be interesting. So I guess what we'll do is first, just let's reground, because that whole conversation probably triggered a little bit of energy. So maybe your grounding got narrow again. So just big red or orange or yellow grounding, whatever helps you to be more present. And then just comb through your grounding. Make sure it's nice and wide. If it's not wide, just keep combing through it till it becomes wide again, or just destroy the old one and make a new one that is wide. And just follow it down, and any blockages in there, just make sure they melt. Okay, so now that we've regrounded, just make a line out in front of you of, first make a line out in front of you of your angels, and maybe put them to one side, and then make a line out in front of you of beings that at one time you thought it was a good idea to make agreements with these beings, but these beings aren't angels, and maybe you just didn't think about it at the time, but right, so these are non-angel random beings that you have agreements with, maybe from past lives, right? But just say, angels, can you help me review all these agreements? Let me know. Can you help me clear any of these agreements that are not in my best interests? And then your angels will So again, you said, angels, can you help me clear any of these agreements with these beings if the agreement is not in my best interests? And then let's do a little bit of flower healing, and we'll do a little more of that exercise. Because again, it's like a clearing, letting go, and then nourishing, and then clearing and letting go. Because some of those beings, for some people that I'm healing, they didn't get rid of all of the unhealthy ones, because they feel so depleted, and sort of there's like some shame or some resentments or some heavy energy that's keeping them with these unhealthy agreements. So let's nourish, and then we'll do that exercise again of clearing, unhealthy agreements with beings. Okay, so nourishing. So we'll just make energy healing flowers, whatever that your physical body needs right now. So they're going to be gold or rainbow colors, but you don't have to think about it. Just make energy healing flowers for yourself and say, angels, can you double check these flowers? These ones are for your physical body. And then just give them to your physical body. Let's do that again. More energy healing flowers for your physical body. Angels, can you check these flowers? And then give them to your physical body. And then just any energy healing flowers that you need for compassion, forgiveness, and non-judgment. Just make all those flowers. And then say, angels, double check my flowers. Give them to yourself. And again, any energy healing flowers that you need for compassion, forgiveness, and non-judgment. Angels, can you check my flowers? Give them to yourself. And then one more, for confidence and empowerment. So make as many energy healing flowers as you need and just the right vibration for you to have confidence and empowerment. And then just say, angels, can you check my flowers? And then give those to yourself. So one more time, confidence and empowerment flowers for you, whatever universal healing energy vibrations that you need for confidence and empowerment. Angels, can you check my flowers? And then give them to yourself. All right, so then one more time, we're going to do that same exercise. We're clearing agreements with beings that are not angels. Any agreements that are unhealthy, we're going to ask your angels to help you clear them. If the agreement is not in your best interests, then, you know, hey, let's clear it. So you're not, you know, mired in these negative patterns in your life. Possibly, there could be many negative patterns, actually, that these types of agreements keep you stuck in. Like eating disorders, all sorts of things this can relate to. Even, you know, chronic anger issues or depression issues, you know, all sorts of stuff. So again, imagine a row of your angels out in front of you. And you do have angels, even if you didn't know that you have them. And they're real angels. It's not like grandma or grandpa, although they may be helping as well from heaven. But you actually have angels. So imagine just them in a row in front of you, plus your spirit guide too. That counts. Your spirit guide is also helping you to let your angels help you. So anyway, imagine your angels and your spirit guide out in front of you in a row. And then imagine a different row of just all the beings that you have agreements with that are not, they're not people and they're not these angels. And just say, angels, can you please check all these agreements with me? And if there are any that are unhealthy, please help me to clear the agreements. And then just breathe, and you can even just, you know, give your heart chakra some gold light. You know, think about how you're worth it. You're worthy of respect. You're worthy of being safe. Because the idea is, you know, you may have some unhealthy agreements that you made subconsciously, either recently, a long time ago in this life, a long time ago in a past life, and those could still be holding you back. Because those agreements don't necessarily end when the life ends. So they could, you know, this could be from some really bitter, resentful life you had like 10 lives ago or 20 lives ago. So you can just get a visual. How many times do you need to do this? Do you need to keep doing that? You know, maybe later do more flowers and then do that exercise again. So what you can do too, especially for my telepathic consent participants who definitely aren't going to be doing this video later, you can just say, angels, help me to work more on this in my sleep. You know, angels, let's work on this more in my sleep, so that, you know, you guys, so that angels can help, my angels can help me clear these unhealthy agreements with beings. All right, good job. Woohoo! So, so that was clearing beings, but specifically beings that don't clear necessarily with vacuum boxes and all that, because you have agreements with them from either this or past life, probably subconsciously. And so we had your angels help you to clear those agreements. So that, and it's understood that if the being didn't just leave after the agreement is done, that your angels recycled those beings that needed to be recycled. That wouldn't just, leave once there's no more agreement. Your angels recycled those beings. But some of the beings will just leave, once there's no more agreement. So then your angels don't recycle them. Oh, right. So again, that can help with really everything in life. But it can definitely help having less resentment, but also less compulsive behaviors, more focus, just overall to accelerate growth, I would say. More joy, more energy, lots of good stuff. Okay, cool. I'm just figuring out which thing I want to do next. Okay. I'm going to do energy seal stuff next. Because I was like, okay, well, which should I do first? Energy seal stuff or closing the chakra flap stuff first? Because both help with boundaries and safety, energy boundaries and safety. But I think I'm gonna do the energy seal stuff first, like the edge of the aura energy seal and the astral body aura and the physical body aura, because that's sort of like the first line of defense is your aura. And then your chakras, then it'll be, I think, easier for us to work the flaps of the chakras and relax the chakras and melt the cords and all that. There'll be less sort of interference if we get the seal and the edge of the aura nice in the two regular auras. I will also do energy seal in the good karma windows in the back here and also GVCV, but this will be like crazy quick. So if you want a longer version of the GVCV work, somewhat longer version, you can do that third video. Third video from February 9th, 2021 that I will link below later. It has a lot of cool stuff in it. It has turtle exercise, it has melting inner walls, and energy seal stuff. Very cool. But anyway, so we're going to do kind of a sped up version of energy seal. But the idea is your aura, the edge of your aura will form a natural seal, almost like, it looks sort of like saran wrap or something when it forms, or like the surface of jello or something. But it's cool. It's subtle, but it's really makes a big difference, which is very cool. So it's not like a hard, crusty thing, It's just like this really cool seal. But anyway, if you take out hard objects that are stuck in the edge of your aura, then it's already repaired. There's no more rips in it because we already did aura repair. But then we're gonna just make sure there's no hard objects stuck in there, because you can have it not leaking energy, but there's still a hard object, so it's gonna mess with your ability to make a seal. So we're just gonna do some extra checking, make sure there's no hard objects, and then we'll get our energy seal in both astral body and physical body auras. So how do we get the hard objects out? We can do electromagnets. So they're fun. They're just temporary energy objects that you make, just like we made vacuum boxes earlier. Electromagnets, they're just magnets, right? They're super powerful magnet devices that you make that pull out the hard objects that are stuck in your aura somewhere. You can have them pull out any energy objects anywhere, but specifically in the outer surface of your aura, we'll do that first. Yeah. We'll do that first. So just imagine a copy of your aura and just make big, powerful energy magnets. You can make them gold or a rainbow color, I guess. But powerful energy magnets all around the outside of your aura. And go ahead, turn them on, and we're going to just attract all the hard objects to them. So again, the magnets are pulling out the hard objects that are stuck in your aura, particularly the edge of your aura. And just breathe deeply, maybe wiggle your toes, stay in your legs. Okay, and then you could say, angels, can you recycle all my electromagnets and all the hard objects? And then I want to be explicit though that, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's be explicit that we're doing astral body aura and physical body aura, because if I'm not explicit, sometimes people will only do one or the other just because maybe they're only aware of one or the other, or they have this subconscious kind of bias where they blow off their body or they blow off their spirit or whatever, you know. So let's do it again. The edge of the aura, electromagnets, but imagine, you know, these electromagnets are pulling out hard objects from the surface of both your astral body aura and your physical body aura. Turn them on again, one more time. Just make sure you're pulling out objects from both astral body aura and physical body aura, especially the edges of the aura, because we want to be able to make a good seal. Okay, and then angels, can you please collect up all the electromagnets with all the hard objects? Some people had a lot more hard objects in there, stuck in their astral body auras. So anyway, now we can just let the seal sort of recreate itself around the edges of both the astral body aura and the physical body aura. So you can sort of take turns and check the astral body aura seal and then the physical body aura seal. Just check it all around, and if there's a part that you feel like the seal is broken, there's probably a hard object there that you missed, so you just kind of lift it out, give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. So lift out the hard objects. Angels, here you go. Just a little bit extra work there to get your seal. And again, find another spot where maybe the seal's not there yet. There are a couple of hard objects stuck. Get them out. Angels, here you go. All right, so that is the energy seal at the edge of the aura of both the astral body aura and the physical body aura. We did that by removing hard objects using electromagnets, but we were very intentional to remove the hard objects from both the edges of both astral body aura and physical body aura. And just double check your grounding again. Make sure it's going all the way down. You don't have to. You might have to clear sort of a traffic jam in the back bottom of your grounding, or the back center, or the bottom center of your grounding. All right, so that was energy seal for the edge of the aura. Both astral and physical. Okay, and then good karma windows. Yeah, see, with good karma windows and also GVCV, it's interesting because good karma windows, from what I can tell, that's only in your astral body. The good karma windows, behind, right back here, that's in your astral body, and then your GVCV meridians, that's only in your physical body. So that's why we didn't have to like be so mindful when we were working those of like do both, you know, because there's only one. Yeah. So, okay. So imagine your good karma windows, which are behind your, the base of your skull and your neck, behind here. And there's one in each aura layer. They look like a triple frame window, and they're the color of each aura layer. So provided that your aura layer is pretty nice and clear and you do the rainbow system, then there's a red, orange, yellow, green, lighter blue, deeper blue, purple. So just imagine those windows and heal them and repair them with lots of gold light. You can just freeze any beings that are in this area, maybe in the windows, maybe in the energy centers in the back of your head and your neck. Just freeze the beings and just sort of pull them out, give them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Freeze the beings. Angels, here you go. You can imagine lowering the energy blocks downward, again, also in this head and neck area, but just move the energy blocks away from the good karma windows and the head and neck. And then you, if they're yours, you can just blow them up. If you're healing someone else, just use gold light to melt them. So again, just move the energy blocks away from the good karma windows, and you can blow them up if they're yours, or if you want to melt them with gold light, that's good too. Then move the energy blocks away from the back of your neck and your head, and just blow them up or melt them with gold light. You could do special special strong vacuum boxes that also get rid of beings. So, I mean, special strong magnets that also get rid of beings. So you're doing both at once. You're doing, with these magnets, you're getting rid of beings and hard objects. Just so you imagine good karma windows, the back of your head and your neck. So like here and then here. And just do special strong magnets that are gonna suck out all the beings and suck out all the hard objects from this whole area. So just super strong electromagnets, and you're pulling out beings and hard objects from the back of your neck and your head and all this whole good karma window area. And just maybe relax as they work. Just massage the back of your head if you want, or back of your neck if you want, or not. But just keep breathing. Deep breathing is nice. Okay, and then you can just say, angels, please recycle all those electromagnets and everything on them. Okay, so then we're just going to do a little extra healing and repair of these good karma windows so that the energy seal happens. Where it's like they can be repaired, but if you don't go that extra mile and do the seal, there's still a little bit, beings could still get in through them a little bit, like not a lot of beings, but still they could. So you want to do that extra healing on the good karma windows, extra gold light, just so you get it to the point where they're energy sealed. So then only good karma can come through there, like the universe trying to help you, your angels trying to help you, and like an uplifting moderate amount of star and moon energy that you want to receive can come through, but that's it. So just gold light to give yourself an energy seal here in your good karma windows. Okay, so that's done. Good job. So that was strengthening the energy seal. Well, it was also healing and repair and unblocking, but and then strengthening the energy seal of the good karma windows. The GVCV work, those are two major physical body meridians. So your spirit doesn't have them. It's of your physical body. And they both start in your crotch area. One goes up the back and hooks around the front. So if you're having a headache, a lot of times this is the one, just because it goes, meaning you might have damage to your GV meridian, and so you could work on it and get rid of your headache. This meridian goes up the back and then hooks around the front to the roof of your mouth. So right to the roof of your mouth. And the other one, the CV meridian, starts in the crotch and goes up the midline of the front and ends in the tip of your tongue. So sometimes if you feel like overly vulnerable in your stomach area, you have a little damage to your CV meridian, so you could heal that, and that helps. Also, if you feel vulnerable here, maybe you have some rips in your Wei Qi auras, so you could repair your Wei Qi auras. But if you need reference info on that, I link below a Wei Qi aura video. you'll see it within a day. But you could also search Dan Wright Wei Chi auras. Anyway, okay, so I will do a quick GV CV repair work for those people that get headaches. It just helps in general too. And once you repair and unblock it enough, you can just imagine the energy naturally flows upward in these two meridians. So you got the back one that hooks around the head, and you got the front one, right? So the back one and the front one. And the life force flowing upward, when I look at it, it looks red, red vibration, if it's, you know, nice and healthy. So I just sort of imagine that life force coming up, and you just unblock the energy channel enough so that 100% of what you need can come upward. You know, your life force can come upward and flow through these two meridians, your GV and your CV meridian. And again, these are from traditional Chinese medicine, the names and the fact that they exist, that's from traditional Chinese medicine. And again, we could think about the theme, like we could consciously think about the theme: compassion, forgiveness, non-judgment, letting go of resentments, grudges, and judgments. And just extra clearing of these and extra strengthening of these to help you with that. The front of the GV meridian actually goes through the front of your sixth chakra as it goes downward. So I'll do a little extra healing of the front of your GV meridian as it hooks around your head. Make sure that's nice and strong and repaired and unblocked. Your GV meridian as it goes through the front of your sixth chakra. And if you're a newbie and you don't really like, you know, a lot of techniques, then you can just chill out during this part. You know, like if I'm talking too much or is too much complexity, just don't worry about it. Just relax. Just say, angels, please give me a healing. How about that? So again, I'm just healing GV, CV meridians and thinking about the theme: compassion, forgiveness. This CV meridian goes through the fronts of, you know, the heart chakra. It has to do with compassion and forgiveness. So I just want to make sure that part of the CV meridian, as it goes up the front, is nice and strong and flowing. Okay, and then just a little extra work on these meridians. Yeah, we'll do those super strong electromagnets that pull out beings and hard objects. So make super strong electromagnets all around GV and CV meridians, and then turn them on so that you're pulling out all the beings and hard objects that are healthy and gentle to get rid of. From these two meridians and the surrounding area. And then say, angels, can you please recycle these electromagnets and everything that's stuck to them? And then, you know, the hard objects, once you get rid of them, they can leave little puncture holes there, right? So do a little extra repair now that the hard objects are gone. Many hard objects are gone. And while you're doing that, think about that energy seal. And also there's like a little, it's like all energy channels, they kind of have like an aura around them, not like giant like this one, but you know, they have a force field around them. So your GV and your CV meridians when they're sort of optimally healthy and vital, they have a little force field around them. So go ahead and validate that and just run gold light around the meridians so that that force field is strong and flowing and uninterrupted. All right, great. So that was GV and CV meridian work. So we did some unblocking, we did repair work, we did, you know, getting rid of the hard objects and the beings, we did the repair of the energy seal and the little force field around them too. So no shocker, I guess it wasn't really all that quick. I mean, you know, whatever. It is what it is. So I'm going to check where we're at. We're going to do the work on the chakras, especially 6 and 4, but we're going to work on all chakras and the energy seal. Sorry, not the energy seal. Same difference though. It's just a different, same result. It's for energy safety, energy boundaries, but you know, these flaps, right? So we're going to, like if this is the nice round chakra opening, this is an irritated chakra, right? With all the flaps open. And because of the energy cords sending energy in, it's not your energy, so it irritates the chakra and the flaps open. So we're gonna just get rid of the cords and any hard objects that are in the way, and that way the chakras can just relax and the flaps can, you know, fall down flush with the chakra. So the more you relax them, the more cords you get, the flaps will go lower and lower and lower down until they just naturally are sort of flush with the chakra. So I'm going to do all chakras at once because I feel like doing that at first. So I'm thinking all the astral 7 chakras, all the physical 7 chakras. So I just have 2 rows, and it doesn't matter which side you put which ones on. So you're melting away energy cords around the round openings. So each chakra is like a little, you know, open cylinder. So there's cylinder part, and then there's round opening at one end and round opening at the other end, right? So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are like this, you know, energy flows in the front and out the back. 7th chakra is like this, so energy flows in the bottom, out the top, right? So you don't have to see these copies, but you just, with your thought, you just make these copies out in front of you of your astral and your physical chakras. You unblock the openings with gold light. You melt away the cords with gold light. All right, so it takes a while because some cords are easier to release than others, and like I said, the more you release, the more the flaps, you know, just relax and fall flush. And then, you know, once those flaps are closed naturally, then the energy still flows within the chakra, but the appropriate way only, you know, like in one end, out the other end. There's no white, hopefully, in the chakra. They're just rainbow colored chakras. Okay, so then the filaments. I had said in the intro that part of the big thing about today is the filaments. We're going to make sure the filaments or connections in between the astral and physical chakras are not leaky, don't have rips in them, or hard objects stuck in them causing leaking. So we're going to do all of these connections at once. And again, you could do you could like reground, right? And then you could do a one color earth energy soak. So just bring up red earth energy, maybe, you know, up, and just soak in red earth energy, because that can kind of help you just anchor down and be more present. And just think about these filaments. I tend to call the 7th and the 3rd chakra connections between your astral 7th and your physical 7th, your astral 3rd and your physical 3rd. I tend to call those connections and not filaments, because there's a lot more energy flowing there naturally. But I'm not going to fixate on that right now. I'm just going to call them all filaments. And you just imagine them like flowing rivers. They could be all hard and crusty and blocked, but you don't want that. You want to use enough gold light so that they're flowing. So energy flows back and forth. You want to melt away cords. People can cord into these, and that is very invasive and it should be very off limits, but people could still do it. So you just melt away those cords. By should be off limits, what I mean to say is that's a little imprecise. I mean that it's a highly controlling move to cord one of these filaments. So just, you don't have to allow that. Just melt the cords. Melt any, you know, external cords connecting into these filaments. You can just use gold fire. Set them all on fire with gold fire. And then you can make like big electromagnets on either side to pull out any beings that are in the way, any hard objects that are in the way of these filaments, sticking into the filaments maybe. So giant electromagnets, and just pull out any hard objects or beings around these filaments. Maybe the electromagnets, they could also pull out energy blocks. So just breathe. You can do what's healthy and gentle to do right now, of course. And then just say, angels, can you clear away my electromagnets and everything that's stuck to them? And then again, just check your filaments. There shouldn't be any white or silver around them. If you have any white or silver around them, just say, angels, help me to deal with that. Help me to remove that. This is probably just a being in the way. So just say, angels, help me get rid of that. Also, same thing, if there's something, you know, sort of dark and shadowy, same difference. It's probably just a being. You know, have your angels get rid of it. Angels, can you please recycle that? You can also say, you know, angels, can you recycle any, can you get rid of any being tunnels that are in my astral body or my physical body? Can you get rid of any beings or being tunnels that are in my astral body or my physical body? Or my filaments? And again, we want to heal and repair these filaments to the point where they are no longer leaky. That way, when you have this more evolved, wonderful energy that your astral body is generating, it can fully reach your physical body and lift it up to a more, you know, lighter, joyful, clear-headed vibration. So again, repair the filaments so that they're not leaky. One person, they were saying that their child, who is getting these healings, was really acting out the other day, and I noticed that she had very, very, very leaky filaments. So I'm of course making sure to repair those filaments for that kid plus everybody. But just a heads up for parents, that can be something that, if somebody has really leaky any part of their energy system, it can attract invasive spirits because they're leaking energy. Ugh, trying to fix my camera. There we go. So you don't want energy leaks because it just attracts invasive beings, and then the invasive beings can make your kid really wiggy, imbalanced. So just use gold, light, and repair. Okay. So again, let's check all the chakras for those flaps, the chakra flaps, and let's melt away any cords and just let the flaps relax again, more and more and more and more until they're, sorry, stuffed my books. So these flaps are, they sort of relax and fall down so they're flush with the chakra itself. So you can do that with all chakras at once. One hand for your astral body chakras, one hand for your physical body chakras. Just relax, don't try so hard. Okay, thank you. That was cool. All right, so what did we just do? We did so much. We did all the major chakras at once. The physical 7, the astral 7. We relaxed them, melted away enough cords so that the chakra flaps became fully flush with the chakra openings, so that they just can chill out. And you don't feel overwhelmed. It just helps you to be at your best. Great for energy boundaries with beings and people. So we did that. We relaxed the flaps of all the major chakras at once, and then we repaired the filaments, those connections, because you have a connection for each chakra, between the astral one of it and the physical one. So your astral fourth and your physical fourth, there's a filament that goes in between. So in the case of this, your ideal color for this chakra, I would say, is green. And so then your filament, if you heal it enough, it's also green, because the green fourth chakra energy is traveling back and forth between your astral and your physical chakras. But anyway, so we healed and repaired the filaments so that they're not leaky anymore. So that's going to help with efficiency of the chakras and also safety, energy safety, and boundaries. So the question is that lifting enough? Is that lightening up the aura enough? Just doing that work to make the chakras and the filaments more safe and repaired, and is that gonna fix the aura issues that people had? You know, I'm looking, and for a lot of people, it is helping quite a bit, but it's not, I would say, a total fix. So let's explicitly do some aura repair. Not aura repair. God, no, we already did that. Some just aura clearing of the astral body aura in particular, and then the physical body aura. But the sixth and fourth layers will make sure, because those are most directly related to the theme: compassion, forgiveness, non-judgment, letting go of resentment, grudges, and judgments. That's having a healthy fourth and sixth chakra and a healthy and flowing fourth and sixth layer will get you that, all that, what we just said. So we'll make sure that those layers are nice and happy and flowing of the aura, but we'll do all of it anyway, just because it's fun. So astral body aura first. Which we could call astral aura for short. So let's ground first, because that can be a little spacey just to work your astral stuff. So just red grounding, unblock it red, then orange grounding, big orange grounding all the way down to the core of the earth, nice and wide. Comb through your orange grounding, make sure it's unblocked. And then big yellow grounding all the way down to the core of the earth, make sure it's unblocked. Make sure it's nice and wide. There we go. I never talk about, I always say grounding. I don't ever say I don't usually specify between your grounding of your physical body and your physical body aura versus the grounding of your astral body and your astral body aura. But technically they are separate. They are two separate things, because like if you're asleep in bed, your physical body is there with its own grounding, and then you're off on the astral frolicking with your angels, hopefully, and your astral body has its own grounding. So when they're in the same place, it's kind of easy to forget that they're separate, that they're two distinct things, let's say. So let's do the astral body grounding at the same time as we do the astral body aura clearing. I think that'll make it less trippy, because that way it has somewhere to go. So your astral body grounding, it's just easy. It looks the same. Well, it might not look the same. It might be more blocked. But just only visualize your astral body aura right now, or imagine your astral body aura and your astral body grounding. But stay here, stay in your body and do it. But you're just, with your intention, you're clearing your astral body aura with gold light. You're looking for heaviness, especially the top and the bottom of your aura, your astral body aura. Just get that unblocked and expanded. So when it blocks up, it tends to like compress and flatten. So we're combing through your astral body aura only at the bottom and the top. You can use gold light, or you can use gold sandstorm. I'm using gold sandstorm, but I didn't say it. So gold sandstorm is just where you spin the gold light. You know, you imagine like little bits and they spin. Your gold energy that you're generating, you just spin it around, and it tends to be a little more assertive that way. So we're combing through the astral body aura and the astral body grounding. So astral body grounding also connects to the core of the earth. So just comb through that. Unblock your astral body grounding. So imagine the blocks, any heaviness, and just keep melting it with gold light. And then more astral body clearing. And especially, let's explicitly clear just the astral body aura 6th layer. So 6th chakra generates the 6th layer of the aura, helps with non-judgment, seeing energy, clairvoyance. So just that 6th layer, ideal colors, cobalt blue, deep blue. Just comb through your astral body, 6th layer. Just get a sense of it. You can expand your copy of it enough so that you can see detail. And just look, what's your color deep blue that you wanted, and then what's not that color, and clear out what's not that color, because that's not you. Use your gold sandstorm from your hands. Just clear out your 6th layer of your astral body aura, especially at the bottom and the top. Deep breath. Don't try too hard. And then the astral body 4th layer of your aura. Again, that relates to your 4th chakra or works with your 4th chakra. 4th chakra is so many things: self-love, self-esteem, motivation, enthusiasm, self-care, compassion, the ability to forgive yourself or others, all sorts of stuff. So astral body 4th layer also relates to all those same things. So astral body 4th layer, ideal color would be green. You can mindfully pick your favorite shade of green, set your astral body 4th and your physical body 4th to that favorite color that you like of green. And then anything that's not that green in this astral 4th layer is not you, so go ahead and clear it out. Lots of gold light. Just clear out anything that's not you, that's not your green, in your astral body 4th layer. And you can just have that intention that you only want to see what's healthy and gentle to clear right now. In your astral body 4th layer. All right. And then again, just comb through the entire astral body aura and the astral body grounding. So again, I said I don't talk about this astral body grounding too much. I just always say grounding, which is both astral body and physical body grounding. But let's explicitly just imagine your astral body grounding. And you can make it the same way, high going up to your 3rd chakra, wide as your whole astral body aura, and going all the way down, staying wide, going all the way down to the core of the earth. I would say still red or orange or yellow, especially when you're awake. If you wanted to make it some other rainbow color when you're asleep, that's fine, as long as you subconsciously know to switch it back to red, orange, and yellow when you're awake. But for now, I'll just make it red or orange or yellow. And unblock your astral body aura. Grounding, sorry, astral body grounding. That's nice. So then just double check those filaments in between your astral body chakras and your physical body chakras. Those connecting your astral body chakras to your physical body chakras. And then your physical body aura and your physical body grounding. Just imagine only your physical body aura and only your physical body grounding. And just comb through, make sure you melt away the blocks in your physical body grounding, especially in the grounding, because we clear stuff out, we want it to have somewhere to go. So you got to have a wide and flowing grounding. That way things are very smooth and easy. So you're clearing out your physical body aura and your physical body grounding. Especially things that make you feel uncomfortable, because the more present you are, the more you're aware of everything, your past and your present. And so if something makes you feel like, you feel like, oh, I did that years ago, I wish I didn't, just clear out the baggage from it. Clear out whatever's making you uncomfortable. Just melt the baggage. It's time. Anything that's making you conflicted, it's just baggage. Just melt it away. So right now we are melting away baggage in your physical body aura. Because all this work gets you more present. And so you're going to feel the baggage more, so you may as well clear it. So then you feel really good. So clear away baggage in your physical body aura and your physical body grounding. Make sure it's nice and wide and flowing all the way down. I'm getting lots of blockages in the back half of the physical body grounding. Just keep unblocking. And specifically 6th layer and 4th layer, 6th layer and 4th layer of your physical body aura. Let's clear those out. You can expand your copies. So let's see, you're just looking at the 6th layer of your physical body aura, which relates to your physical 6th chakra. So it helps you with non-judgment, helps you with clairvoyance as well. So again, we're just unlocking the physical 6th layer. Just use gold sandstorm and get rid of anything that's not you. Any blocks, any other people's energy, any beings, just get rid of it all. If you have anything that you feel like your angels need to recycle because it's a being, just say, angels, please recycle any beings in this layer. You can have a lot of heaviness at the bottom of an aura layer. So especially I'm noticing that in the bottom of the 6th layer, physical body aura, 6th layer in the bottom. So bottom of the 6th layer right here, almost at the very bottom of the aura, but bottom of the 6th layer. Just if you have some hard stuff there, just melt it away with gold light. And that's going to make the whole layer release more. And if you have hardness at the top of your 6th layer, just focus on that and relax. Use lots of gold light so that can clear. And then 4th layer of your physical body aura specifically. Let's do that now. So that relates to your 4th chakra. Your 4th layer of your physical body. So just be aware of just that aura layer and just comb through that. Also keep combing through your physical body grounding because you want this, whatever you clear, to have somewhere to flow to. So make sure that grounding is still nice of your physical body and your physical body aura. But we're doing the 4th layer of your physical body aura. Just kind of let your hands swim through it and send the gold light swimming around there. Just make sure there's anything hard there, just kind of melt that away. Keep breathing, relax. Find some clog in your physical 4th layer of your aura, something hard, and just take a little extra time with it to melt it away. And again, this, because it's in your fourth layer of your physical body, it could be causing, you know, self-esteem issues, motivational issues. Just melt it away. All right, so then your whole physical body aura, just comb through that a little extra. And then your physical body grounding. And now just imagine them together, just in case imagining them separately popped you out a little. It doesn't have to, but it could. So just imagine, you know, okay, you're in your fingers, you're in your toes, you're in your hips. Move around a little. I think we're almost done, but I want to do some resentment balls with flowers. Clear resentment balls. With flowers. So we'll start with resentment balls. I'm sorry, we'll start with flowers just because we've done so much clearing already. My gosh. There's so much healing. So we'll start with flowers. So energy healing flowers, whatever universal healing energy vibrations that you need. They'll probably be rainbow color and gold. But whatever you need, well, first, whatever your body needs, whatever your physical body needs. So energy healing flowers that your physical body needs. And then you say, angels, can you double check these? And give them to your physical body. Again, any energy healing flowers that your body needs, multiply them by 1,000. And then say, angels, please check these flowers. And give them to your physical body. Deep breath. All right. And then just flowers for compassion, forgiveness, non-judgment, energy healing flowers for you, for compassion, forgiveness, and non-judgment. And then multiply them by 1,000. So you have plenty. And then just say, angels, can you double check my flowers? And then give them to yourself. Deep breath if you want. And a lot of people have tension in their neck and shoulders, back of their head. So you can make extra energy healing flowers for the back of your neck, head, and shoulders. And just in general, back, you know, head, neck, and shoulders flowers. So whatever your head, neck, and shoulders need, angels, please check my flowers. And give them to your head, neck, and shoulders. One more time, head, neck, and shoulder flowers. Multiply them by 1,000. And then say, angels, check my flowers. And give them to your head, neck, and shoulders. All right. So that was the flowers part of resentment balls. So now we'll do the resentment ball part. So the reason I named it that way, we did it also in the Sunday healing, is it looks like a ball, but it's really a bunch of energy blocks that can get triggered and therefore come to the very front of your aura. And then it ends up, even though the energy blocks are flat like this, you know, like a cell phone maybe. Although if this is you, this is kind of big for an energy block. But anyway, you get the idea. Little flat energy blocks, right? And so there'll be a bunch, right, that are making you resentful or really angry or something. And then there could be beings then their energy sort of spins around. So that's why it just looks like a big ball. So just imagine a resentment ball that you need to clear. And it can be something that really is from a past life and you're not conscious of. Or it could be, you know, conscious, like maybe currently you really resent your neighbor or you really resent your ex-husband or, you know, somebody, you know, but you don't have to specify if you don't want, because we have so much from past lives to clear too. So you can say, okay, well, the resentment ball that I need to clear the most, right? And imagine that out in front of you. And then first we'll get rid of the beings that spin around and make it all dramatic. So just say, angels, can you please recycle any beings or being tunnels in this mess? And again, we're imagining the resentment ball that you most need to clear right now. And the angels are recycling the beings and being tunnels in that mess of energy blocks. And then now it's just energy blocks. So you can just use gold light. If they're your energy blocks, you can blow them up. I particularly think that's fun. But you can also melt them with gold light. That works too. And melt away cords. There could be cords from other people going in, and that is why they're not melting. And if there's any leftover, just say, angels, help me clear this. Okay, so a quick round of flowers, and then we'll do another resentment ball. So anything that your body and spirit need on a body or spirit level, any healing energy, and put that into healing flowers. Say, angels, double check my flowers, and then give them to you, give them to yourself. And then imagine the resentment ball that you most need to clear. It could be subconscious, could be from past lives, but just imagine it out in front of you and say, angels, please recycle any beings or being tunnels in this mess. And then it's just energy blocks now. So just melt the energy blocks, or if they're yours, blow them up. You know, that's fun too. Just lots of gold light if you're melting them. And if you think there's still a little bit left and it's not clearing, maybe it's just because there are cords going into it. So you can clear the cords and then the energy block should clear. But if there's any left over, just say, angels, please help me clear this. All right, and then one more quick bunch of flowers for yourself, whatever you need on a body or spirit level right now. Just a bunch of energy healing flowers, then times it by 1,000 because you're worth it. I just say, angels, can you check my flowers? Give them to yourself. All right. So just quickly redo your grounding, red or orange or yellow. Unblock a little bit. Block your grounding, make sure energy flows all the way down. You can redo your gold buffer zones. I haven't mentioned that out loud yet today. So redo your buffer zones. I have a video, gold, energy, aura buffer zones, if anyone needs to know. If anyone doesn't know what those are, they're very helpful for reducing the rate of aura damage. So, okay, so then just ask your angels, angels, can you please give me a blessing and a healing? And Archangel Ariel and Jovial have been quiet. They've been helping me heal everybody, but I mean, they've been helping me so that I'm stronger to heal everybody today. But you can ask them for a blessing and a healing too. You can say, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Jovial, can I please have a blessing and a healing? All right, we did it. Woohoo! So, if you have any comments that you wanted to share about how the healing was for you, please put context, like if I healed you, put that, or if you just healed yourself and you didn't get healed by me, or both, just let me know in the comment, along with how you feel, if you want. And if you felt a particular part of the healing especially, or have any comment about anything in particular that we did, like the energy seal stuff, or the astral body aura clearing, or the filament stuff, or the resentment balls, or the healing flowers. There's no live stream after this. I'm just gonna rest. But I'm gonna catch up on comments, and like I said, if you have a comment, I'd be happy to read it about, you know, what we did today. So I'm just catching up. Comments. Indie grounding and sticky gold wax grounding, super helpful. Feel much better. Good to know. Yeah, I like gold wax in the grounding. That's kind of relatively new for me to do in healings, but I like that. Someone says, hello, beautiful Janet. Thank you for being you. Hi from Canada. Prayers for all of us. Well, you're very kind. Thank you. Someone says, feels so lightheaded. Yes, you were healing yourself. Probably your grounding got really tiny at that time. So hopefully, it looks like since then you've gotten a wide grounding again. So hopefully you feel better. Someone says, I feel wonderfully clear. I was a participant. Yes, I healed you. And you healed yourself, I'm sure. I loved clearing the being agreements. Oh yeah, that's right. That is a significant thing that we did today. That's new-ish. Sometimes I stick it in here and there, but not often. So yeah, thanks for the feedback. I love clearing the being agreements and the separate clearing of physical and astral body auras. Yeah, and chakras. Yeah, I really felt that. Thanks, Janet. Oh, good. I really felt a physical shift after the removal of agreement beings. Yeah, beings you have agreements with. And I myself. Thank you, Janet. Well, good. That's nice. Interesting to know. Let me see. How many people are watching? 19 people. A couple of people dropped off at the last little bit. Well, thing is, if I say, well, nobody has any comments, then as soon as I sign off, there'll be like 3 comments. So I'm gonna wait a sec to see. I could announce what healings are coming up next month. I have to look it up though, because I never remember stuff. Like in life, I never remember stuff. Someone says, thanks. Oh, I got more comments. Thank you, Janet. Deep work and very detailed. Yes, I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. Someone says, thanks, Janet. Really needed it this morning after a trigger and did your quick walkthrough earlier before doing this healing that I forgot you were doing live again. LOL. Yeah. These the healing master classes now are 2 healings. I'm liking that. It's working for me. Someone says, thank you, Janet. You're welcome. Someone says, a little bit of headache, but I don't think it's the healing. Well, true, it's not caused by the healing, but you know what? Do that. It was about, yeah, I don't have an accurate timestamp on it though, but it was after aura repair. So you'll see when I do aura repair, my hands go like this a lot. So it's after that part. We explicitly cleared beings that you have agreements with. And I think you need to do that again to get some of these beings that, you know, are a little overly entitled with your GV meridian. Because it is a GV meridian thing that's giving you the headache. And a little bit of the other meridians there, but I think if you get this one done, that'll help calm down the others. But I think you could, I guess the quick way, you could just say, hey, you know, here are the beings that are screwing with my GB meridian, and just line them up and say, angels, please recycle all these. You know, that's quick. You don't have to redo the video. But yeah, get rid of the beings and then heal up your GB meridian better. The top part that hooks around. It's just, there were a couple beings that you had agreements with, so they didn't clear with the GV work that we did today. I did the GV work in part specifically because some people mentioned headache stuff. You didn't, but some other people did. So, but anyway, I hope that helps. So it says received healing. Wow, feeling so much better. Loved being agreements. Yeah, clearing being agreements that beings that you have agreements with. Resentment balls and filaments. How have I been doing with my aura repair and will keep up with the wide grounding? You know, you were actually one of the people. Your survey inspired me to think about the beings with agreements part. Um, yeah, your aura repair has been okay. I think 'cause today we explicitly did the energy seal on the edge of the aura of the astral body aura and the physical body aura. Because I think your energy seal has been staying nice in your physical body aura, the edge of the aura, but the astral body edge of the aura, no. Like you had some hard objects and stuff. I think now it's pretty good, but I would say still double check. I think there are a couple hard objects that are a little stubborn in the edge of your astral body aura. So I would do another pass through on that. The astral body aura energy seal stuff. Just imagine only your astral body aura and just look for hard objects and maybe use like gold wax, sticky gold wax, and gold wax the whole thing and just whoosh off all the hard objects and then redo the seal of your astral body aura, the edge of the aura. But regular aura repair seems like you're doing fine these days. The wide grounding. Yeah, I think, how about looks, I don't think it'll blow your mind. Like, a newbie who's not very motivated, I think it would blow their mind to think of like, okay, I have two groundings, the astral body grounding and the physical body grounding. But I think, that could be fascinating for you to just look at both and see maybe you have a blockage that's a little more stubborn in one of them. Like I think your astral body grounding is a little blocked in the back. Sometimes more than the physical body grounding these days. So anyway, just a thought. Someone says, thanks, Janet, feeling good. I think I know who you are. Like, your name is a little bit like your real life name, but not really. So I think I know who you are, but I'm not sure. If you want, if your name isn't obvious, you can put your first name and your last initial or something in your comment. Okay, someone says, thanks, Janet. I feel sleepy. Maybe I need to work. Your angels are chanting, nap, 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 nap. I don't know if you have time for a nap today. It's a Tuesday. But your angels are trying to get you to take a power nap. Feel sleepy. Maybe I need to work on my grounding or I'm just digesting my large lunch. LOL. Yeah, I think it's just sometimes, when you take like a power nap, your spirit just gets a reset and then you can clear more separately and then you come back in and it's like everything's all like the way you showed to me. It's sort of like a nice neat made bed as opposed to like a bed that you were sleeping in again. So you just kind of refresh both your body and your spirit separately during a power nap. So, but if you can't do a power nap, then I would just say work on your third and the filament in between, and especially your physical third and that filament, and just just pep them up a little more. Get that physical third going. Roo, roo. We have more time in the day, not time for a nap. Rev it back up. Someone said they haven't been sleeping lately, but they have been feeling really good. Like, not because of the healing, because it happened a couple days before that even. But I think it's because their chakras are a little bit in overdrive. Like the rate of spin of a chakra. Like, that's why I told that woman to speed up her physical third chakra if she doesn't have time for a nap, to just be like, okay, let's do it. Let's have a good day. But this other person who's been feeling really good but hasn't been sleeping like for a couple nights now, specifically her seventh and her third chakras, she needs to calm those puppies down for sleep. Just be like, okay, slow spin for sleep. You can do that with all your chakras. If you're trying to sleep or go back to sleep, just slow the chakras down. Okay. Someone says, oh, but they say feel good. My arm channels feel cleaner. Interesting. Yeah, maybe because of the filaments, then you have better flow. I mean, we did flower healing for your shoulders, but I don't think that was, I think it was probably the filament. Your filaments are a lot less leaky, so then you have much more flow coming, good, you know, energy going into your fifth and your fourth. And so then it's like there's much more surplus energy for your fifth and your fourth to send down your shoulders and your arms. So I think it had to do with making your filaments less leaky, those connections between astral and physical. Someone says, makes sense. We'll redo that. Thank you. About the headache stuff. Well, good. I'm glad it makes sense. Someone says, thank you for the healing. Which chakra needs me to work on it so I lose that 12 pounds? Why do we ground to the core of the earth? Well, I'll take the more straightforward question, which is why do we ground to the core of the earth? As opposed to the surface, you mean? Or as opposed to like another planet? I mean, you're on the planet Earth, so it's just, you know, it's nice. It just, you know, like tree energy, like, you know, when you're in a forest, you're feeling earth energy. You're feeling that same kind of energy from the core of the earth. It's a, you know, it's like forest energy, you know? But I don't think it would be very, you know, like it's like, grounding to the core of the earth is kind of like grounding to a redwood forest, but the redwood forest is not you're probably not in the middle of a redwood forest right now, right? So, I mean, if you were grounding to that, I think that would be odd. Because then, plus two, like the core of the earth is going to clean out and send it back to wherever it needs to be, like the energy from your parents or, you know, your neighbor or whatever. Right? It's going to get cleaned off and go to wherever it goes. Whereas if you were grounding, say, to a redwood forest, I think that would be too much to expect the trees to do for you. Yeah, so I think it just works. The center of the earth is like this magnetic core thing that generates cool energy, and it just works. It's just the stuff that you need to release that's, say, from your neighbor goes down there, cleans off, goes to them. I don't know, it just works, so that's why you do it. Anyway, which chakra needs me to work on it so I lose that 12 pounds? I mean, I think it's just lower three chakras. If you keep working those, work your flaps of the lower three chakras. You're still working on getting present in those lower three chakras, you know. You're working it, but like a lot of times you're in 7 through 3 only. You're not even in 7 through 2 yet. So, and 7 through 2 will help you to, you know, release more like emotional stuff. And so then it just lifts everything. And same thing with first chakra. When you're in the first chakra more, you clear fear. And, but anyway, so you're getting there, but I would just say, you know, 3, 2, 1, filaments and flaps. Someone says, hi Janet, I received the healing and I feel so tired. Is it because my grounding is blocked? Thanks. Well, part of it's because it's somewhat late at night for you, and your body needs sleep. So there's that. But I don't think things are blocked. I think you're just releasing like an epic amount. You had very, very leaky filaments. You were actually one of the reasons why I was like, I mean, it was a couple of people. The more I saw it in one, you know, I saw it first in one person, but then I was like, oh my God, they all have leaky filaments. So, but sometimes, you know, the people that have more of an issue than it's easier to notice. So I think you said you felt no different from the Sunday healing, and I could tell it was because all that goodness, your astral 6 and 4 looked pretty excellent. But all that goodness wasn't reaching your physical chakras because of all the leaks. So I think now with the filaments repaired enough so that leaking is not a huge issue, although you could keep working on that, on the leakiness of the filaments, the connections between astral and physical chakras. But now that it's like, before it was leaking like 70%, now it's leaking like 15%. So there's so much astral body energy coming to your physical body chakras that I mean, your physical body is doing like kind of a purge of heaviness and family junk down your grounding. So Your angels are happy, but you're tired, but it's late at night, so hopefully you can just go to bed. But yeah, there's nothing wrong actually at all. Hope that makes sense. So it is good to learn the astral and physical body aura and grounding. Was feeling like I was in two places. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know that it was that you're in two places, but it was like one grounding was more black than the other. So if you look at them separately, you can kind of, it's easier to notice sometimes. So it says, thank you, Janet. So it says, would the water provide the same grounding energy as the tree to the core of the earth? Would the water, some of this stuff is like a riddle, you know? Would the water provide the same grounding energy as the tree to the core of the earth? I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. It's a different energy. I mean, it's still really awesome, but it is different. Like in Chinese medicine, there are these different elements. You know, fire, water, earth, metal, air. I think are the. I got lucky. I named them all. But yeah, so water is different, but can also be very, nurturing and nice and awesome. Um, Sometimes, the bigger the body of water, the more you can feel it. But, yeah. So it's awesome. It's just it wouldn't have the same effect as the core of the earth, like I said, where, you dump energy there and then it gets cleaned off and goes to wherever it goes. If you dump energy into a body of water, I think that would just stay there. So I wouldn't suggest grounding to that body of water. I mean, you can just enjoy the energy that body of water emits, and like being around it is healing. But yeah, I wouldn't ground to it. So it says, hi Janet, just tuning in now. Thank you for the healing. You're very welcome. All right, cool. Well, we had a little rally there with comments. I got some people actually coming back onto the stream. So, okay, guys, you're awesome. I'm going to go rest and chill out. I hope you guys have a good evening or afternoon or whatever is up for you, or night rest. Oh, I was supposed to tell you what's coming in March. Sorry, I do have it on my phone ready. I just didn't say it. So what's coming in March? Let's find out. March 5th, 7th, and 9th is a triplet set about ending negative repeating patterns. So that's good. It's funny, a lot of repeating patterns are subconscious. So your partner might know your negative repeating patterns more than you. You're just like in them, so you might not notice what they are. But so they're good to clear. And then the twin set, the set of 2 healings for March of 2021 is inner child healing, which is cute and adorable. And who doesn't need more of that? So anyway, lots of really good stuff ahead. If you wanted to buy May healings, those go up on the 15th of April, and I'm putting them up at a set time now, so hopefully that is easier for my international people, for whom it's kind of late at night and they don't want to stay up forever waiting. So, and I did want to give a heads up that in the middle, like March 14th, the US has a time change. So if you're in some of the March healings, just pay attention to your email when I tell you, what time the healing's at, or just, be aware when you convert times that the US has a time change. We spring ahead an hour, March 14th. So right before right before those healings go up for sale on May 15th, we have a time change. Okay. All right, you guys, you're so awesome. Take care, and yeah, that's it. Bye.